Hey, this is Yankee with Yankee Performance, and today we're going to be rewiring the standard wiring harness on an '07 Chevy Silverado, and I'm going to fill you guys in on some of what I got going on already. So basically, I plugged everything in from the get-go and started rewiring everything. Most of it is very simple until you get to the ground, which isn't even hard as well. So I rewired some of mine a little bit different right here. I'm gonna relocate my coils. And my map sensor, I brought it used to go around the back. Instead, I brought it up to the front. I'm gonna bring it over. I gotta rerun my grounds. So all we really need to do to make this work is cut a few grounds and reroute them. Now this whole section right here, they had it going up and around that way. So I got rid of all these wires and moved them back here. We're gonna run along the frame. We're gonna cover it up, braid it. First, what we want to do too is we want to use these electrical tape, and everywhere that it comes out, you can see I still got to do that. We want to tape it. We want to tape them around these ends. Now we got this here. This is really nice. I'm going to pick some of that up. Red Wolf auto electrical wiring loom harness. See the texture on that? That's what we were waiting for. Then you'll need some wire, a couple tools, cut the wire, strip the wire, crimp the wire, electrical tape, connectors. This is what I got to cover mine, and I would recommend buying this in bulk. It is extremely cheap. I would not recommend going to your local auto parts store because you will pay a fortune for that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reroute my ground around the back. I'm going to make all my grounds longer, run them all back to here and back down and around. We'll clean this up, back down and around, and clean this up. And all I'm doing is extending all my grounds. It's time consuming, but it is not hard. I left everything plugged in, started right here, and just cut the big harness, started pulling things apart, which you don't need going up front. You simply just pull right back here, and all this can go together, and you don't have to get up there. I spent roughly $250, $300 on loom, braided line. We got some cover for the starter as well though, for the heat. Other than that, it is just time consuming, and if you guys stay tuned, we're going to be also installing some gauges here. Got the boost gauge, and we got this one. No, that's not the air. It's the air fuel ratio, I believe is what this one is. Yeah, air fuel ratio. So it's possible to clean up that stock wiring harness and get a good look. Stay tuned. I'll give you guys be able to see the final project. We also got some other updates we got to do with American Racing headers, the catch can. We ordered a 2-prong to 4-prong adapter for this. We still got to finish up setting the catch can, but we believe that's where we're gonna install it. And I got to get a video in of the 4L80 swap soon too. All right. Stay tuned, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it. Okay, so like I said, I had these already in position. This one goes out and around like this. So what I'm doing now is where everything comes out, I'm gonna tape these. Make sure this is where they stay. I gotta get a little piece on this as well. So just gonna babies. That tape's a little pain, but we will actually. Use electrical tape on the inside loom, and then when we add the braided loom, we'll use the red woofer loom on its ends. This loom here is actually pretty full. I could have went a little bigger, but I don't want a big loom on the other side of my engine is what the issue is. So in a couple places what I'll do is I'll throw a little extra tape on it. And literally all this is for is just to make it look better. This is the stock wire and harness. Unfortunately, it will give me no horsepower improvement, but I do over there in that. Oh, we might as well go show you. I got all my horsepower stashed over here. 5 horsepower, 8 horsepower, 15 horsepower, 20 horsepower. I mean, we got horsepower all saved up. So when we're done with this build and we get them all on the back window. Oh, wait. I think we got more up here. Oh yeah, see, look at that one. There we go. 100 horsepower, 200 horsepower, 75 horsepower. We got lots of horsepower. But unfortunately, this will not give us any more horsepower. Okay, so where was I? There we go. We're taped. Okay, let's get this guy. But when we pop the hood and take a look at this beast when we're done, it's just it's worth it. A lot of time, but it's worth it. And everything will work as it should. Nothing was changed, just the look. And to be honest, in the beginning, we were building a sleeper, and I really didn't even want many gauges inside of the truck. Well, somewhere along the lines we went with a red frame, and I don't think there's any hiding it anymore, so we might as well just be a race truck. Daily race truck. And hopefully we'll be running with vets. Well, smoking vets and Hellcats. Ooh. You can see we got our American Racing headers in and on. I gotta do a video on that. I gotta do a video on the 4L80 swap. And you can see PCM in North Carolina really helped me out with that. Made it nice and simple. We got a rear end actually that's not here. Posi 411s. 411. Another thing is with that 4L80, everywhere would, that I read it, it said how it was longer. Well, when we were doing that swap, we were really concerned about everything, with the drive shaft being too short and everything. Well, I had to buy a 32 spline anyhow for it. But this is a shorty from Strange, and it ended up being just a little too short, and they didn't really have anything else since I'm not a car. But we ended up getting a stock input 32 spline from a 2500. It's over on that table somewhere. It'll be part of the swap or whenever I do the video on that. And it works fine. Transmission, drive shaft, no issue. We will be perfectly fine. So anyone that is doing that swap, you do not have to worry about your drive shaft. But that's a different video. In a minute, we're gonna walk down and see what Ed and Corey got going on with their 3.6 Pentastar swap. That can't be done, supposedly. if you call it a junkyard. Salvage yard. At least around here, that's what they say. Okay, so we're all taped up. Taping a couple extra spots. There ain't much wire down here, but I still would feel more comfortable with a couple spots on here. Alright. So now what I'll do, and I'll come back up here with the braided. We're gonna just start right up here. I'm gonna leave a little extra because I ain't really too sure what I got going on yet once we get the cab down. Yeah, this is the first time I've done this. So if I'm not doing something the fastest, correctest way, go ahead and hate on me. Either way, I'm happy. I don't have the stock look, but I have all my gauges, cluster, everything's gonna work as it should. That I like. Alright. So on this, what I do, I just cut the bottom one. Over. I'll stay on the outside like I am over here, see? Okay. Alright. staying underneath it still. Now what we'll do, I got some ways to go, but then what we'll do is we will get the skinnier braided line. Let's see. Okay. Then we'll get okay. That will give us my finished look at least. So that's what I'm going for. We'll continue that all the way down. But no point in you guys watching all that. I'm gonna do the same thing I did right here the whole way back down and around. Then we'll plug it back in. More than likely, I'm only gonna braid down to here with my braided line. This will just be exposed that way, so I'll tape this off. This is gonna be done. I'll come up front, we're gonna relocate the ignition coils. I'll redo this one. As you can see, I'm gonna put them up on the inside of this. So we got one coming here, we got another one coming here. I'm gonna put it either right here or right on the inside of here. Whoops, I'll reroute my wires up through here and shoot them straight across on both sides. This is the map sensor. It did go around the back like I said, but I rerouted it around the front. As you can see, I hooked up my air box and boom. No reason to go around the whole back. I'll run the ground back in and around though. So stay tuned, guys. I'll give you a finished product here in a little bit. A little bit of finished product now. So all we're gonna have up on the engine. Map sensor. Figure this out once we get the engine running. Runs for the AC. You can see everything's. This is for the relocation. Same as this one over here. Everything's wrapped clean. Back here, I put all my grounds in one wire. If I got any issue, it's all in one line. I can track it down. Other than that, that's it.